Canada's military has a new boss. Tom Lawson is bringing more than 30 years' experience in the Air Force to take on the role of Chief of Defence Staff. And he's doing it at a tough time for the forces. The CBC's Julie Van Dusen has more.
The boom of the 21-gun salute. The sound of the band. They are ceremonial touches in this change of command. General Tom Lawson is a former fighter pilot and most recently the top Canadian at NORAD. He will take over from General Walt Natinchuk, who presided over the final days of combat in Afghanistan.
Where our men and women made a difference.
For the first time in more than a decade, this new Chief of Defence Staff faces a void. There's no major military commitment. Afghanistan is down to a training mission.
The lessons learned and capabilities developed in Afghanistan must be retained for future missions yet unknown.
And there's a lot less money to spend in this era of budget cuts. Tom Lawson has quite a challenge, says retired General Louis McKenzie.
It would certainly be challenging. Not everybody would be lined up fighting for the job, I think, as much as they normally are. But
because it's about cutting, not spending.
Yeah, that's right.
The Prime Minister says it's time to shift priorities.
The forces must be restructured to ensure administrative burdens are reduced and resources freed up for the front line. The Canada First defence strategy must continue to advance, and as I've said before, with the constant search for more teeth and less tail.
Liberal defence critic John McKay says the government has a mixed message.
I can't imagine how you, on the one hand, say we're supporting the troops and we're increasing the budget and we love everything military, while simultaneously slashing somewhere between 11 and 12% on an annual basis off the budget.
All of this restraint in the middle of big ongoing purchase plans, including the replacement for the CF-18 fighter jets.
Rather than speak of fat, what we can speak of is now coming out of those combat missions. Let's bring our platforms and our people back to prepare for the future, and let's do it as efficiently as we can.
General Lawson says he does expect to find savings with the end of 2 missions, Libya and soon Afghanistan, where Canada's training role finishes in 2014. Julie Van Dusen, CBC News, Ottawa.